All right, so this is going to be a follow-up to my previous video on getting this all set up. Today we're going to be looking at Tiltfile resource dependencies. This is helpful when you want to wait for certain builds to happen or certain resources to be deployed, so they wait for other resources. So in this example, we're going to update our web app here so that it does not deploy until the database and the queue resource are deployed. Uh, you can't run a web app without the database, and isn't going to work for our example to not have the queue running. So then for our worker ping scaler, we're not going to do anything yet. I think it's okay to leave that alone, uh, but we are going to do it for a few different examples. So the other one that we're going to do is our worker ping. We're going to, similar to our web app, we want to make sure that the database and the queue has been deployed, the resources have been deployed. And then for our database, we're going to just set that our .env environment variables are set because the database needs those to set its password. Um, yeah, and then I think we're going to be good here. I guess for the queue, we can also set the .env just in case we eventually add some additional environment variables specifically for the queue. It doesn't hurt anything. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna want that for the worker ping scaler as well. All right, so what we're also doing here is I messed up and I need to make sure that all these are in quotes. These aren't variables. These are just quoted strings for the names of these resources. So we're gonna update all these to strings, and that will resolve any dependency issues, resource dependency issues, and rename that to DB. All right, so we're just gonna like quickly just format the tilt file. Uh, the tilt file itself is they use like some syntax called like starlark or something like that, and it's like some sort of like abstract version of Python. I didn't look too much into it, but we get a basic syntax highlighting here with it, but I don't think the plugin that they created for Visual Studio Code actually does any formatting. So I'm just going to use multi-cursors here to just quickly go through and break up these very long, I guess, array values into just some extra lines so that it's easy to look and see what's going on here. It's just driving me nuts. The source code is going to be updated to this, so I just wanted it to match so people understood why the formatting changed here and kind of see an easy way to do this is with multi-cursors. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go through this, comment all of them, and then we're good to go. Nothing special here, just kind of like an extra part of this video to throw in at the end. So well, this pretty much wraps it up. We just went over some resource dependency management in Tilt, just making sure that certain resources aren't deployed without having the resources they depend on being deployed. And then we also just did some quick cleanup on the Tilt file to make sure that it was more readable and matches the source code that I'll be publishing for this particular update. I'll be continuing to do littler updates like this to make the content more consumable, with just simple optimizations or feature enhancements. For example, the next video that I'll be releasing will be remote debugging for our web application. So that'll be reconfiguring this project to be able to use Visual Studio Code to connect to the Next.js web application that we have using the node debugger, and then potentially go into some tracing for logging as well, but probably save that for another video. So I hope this was enjoyable content. Please feel free to send me any feedback so I can make these better or cover things that might be useful in this sort of realm of things. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So take care and have a great day.